Okay, welcome back to the Local Guru Roadmap. I'm Jack Mize. So in the first section of understanding the local consumer, we talked about the issues that local consumers have going on in their heads when they find a potential business. We also talked about the ways that they may find a business through search engines or through referrals from friends or social networks. And what we want to talk about here is the consumers that are searching for you online. They're the ones that are picking up their phones, they're getting on their computers and typing into Google. They're searching for problems. All right, so we're going to talk about marketing, what you do. And what I mean by that is you need to, when you're putting this message together, is forget about the branding. All right, because local consumers that are searching for a solution to a problem, they're searching for a solution to a problem. They're not searching for brands. All right, so what do I mean by that is if a consumer is ready to do business, if they have a leak in their roof, right, they are on there looking for, 24-hour emergency plumber. When a consumer is, perhaps if you're a CPA and a local business is looking for a bookkeeper that specializes in small business bookkeeping, what are they looking for? Remember, we talked about they're not looking for, best Dallas CPA, right? The people that search for Dallas CPAs are people that want to sell stuff to CPAs. We got to think like the consumer. How do you look for things? You look for problems and solutions, right? If you have a gate that needs fixing, you don't necessarily look for, your city best fence contractors. You look for your city wrought iron gate repair. So when you market what you do, that's exactly what your marketing pieces need to be. And I say pieces because you can have separate pieces for each of your most common and profitable services. All right, so we used an example of a mortgage company in the last module, right? And so a mortgage company may have loans that specialize for first-time home buyers. They may also have loans that specialize for low down payments. They may also have loans that specialize in low interest rate refinancing. All right, so each of those can be their own marketing message that speaks to those individual consumers. And it's worth branching out, and it's worth getting down into those solutions when you're doing your marketing. Have a separate page on your site specifically for the first-time home buyers. Have a page specifically for the people looking for low down payments. Have one specifically for people that are looking for a low interest rate refinance. Because when you speak directly to them and you use the 4 questions that we talked about and you apply them to those individual products or services that you provide, you're going to find your conversions and people choosing you are going to go up dramatically. All right, so when you're talking about what you do versus your brand, like I said, people are searching for, they're getting on their computers and they're looking for, Dallas first-time home buyer home loans. They're looking for Dallas small business bookkeeping, right? And so you want to make sure that that's the message that you're putting out there, that you speak directly to that problem and you position yourself as the solution. And remember, this is where you can apply those questions as you do that. It's the what you do marketing. What you do marketing is going to be one of the quickest ways for you to generate leads into your business from cold prospects. And what do I mean by cold prospects? I mean people that have never heard of you before. They don't know that you exist. All right, people that are ready to engage, people that are ready to buy are searching by problem. Make sure that you are found. And when I say found, I don't just mean your website, remember? It doesn't have to be a website. You want to make sure that your directories like Merchant Circle and your Google Places and if you do any videos, you want to make sure that those speak to the problems. Remember, they're searching for solutions, not brands. If your directories do nothing but that talk about you and your name and how long you've been in business and your credentials, you're not speaking to problems. If you have a video that talks about us, me, and we're gonna get more deeper into that when we talk about the marketing who you are, you're not speaking to problems. You are just talking about yourself. That's not what they're looking for. They have a short attention span. But if they land on something that speaks directly to their problems, think about it. If somebody's searching for, Miami small business bookkeepers, and up pops a merchant circle or a Google Places listing that says small business bookkeeping, and starts answering or rather addressing those 4 questions that we talked about, don't you think that they're going to call you? If not right away, you're going to be on the top of their list of people that they need to contact. So that right there is, in this phase, this pillar is, like I said, one of the quickest ways to build up that pipeline, start building those leads in. So it's not that you're going to neglect the who you are. You can have your business in there, and in the background you can have the about us, and you can make sure that they have links to that. But you want to make sure that what they find very, very specifically speaks to their problems and provides the solution, or lets them know that you are the solution to that problem. So that is marketing what you do. And like I said, you can apply this to websites, you can apply it to business directories, you can apply it to videos, to social media. You want to make sure that you have that what you do message there, so that when they're looking for that solution to the problem, you show up. I call that opening lead valves. What does that mean? Lead valves is getting your compelling message found in multiple places where local consumers are looking for your products and services. So think about that. Start marking down what are your 3 most profitable products or services that you dig deep into. And I want to make sure that you don't think about, what's the right answer. That's why I never ask business owners. I never talk to clients about what do you think people are searching online for when they're looking for your business, because I call that leading the witness. All of a sudden, you take off your consumer hat and you put on your marketer hat, and you think, oh yeah, they're looking for, Miami best accountant. No, they're not. They're looking for solutions. So think about that. Write down your top 3 products or services. Think about the problem that people are trying to solve, and that's what you want to speak to on your marketing pieces. All right, so this has been the marketing what you do portion of the Local Guru Roadmap. If you liked what you saw, what you heard, please go ahead and share it. Share it, and it'll come back to you. I have an abundance mentality. It's not about scarcity. The people that are going to do this and apply this are going to be in a small fraction of the percentage of businesses out there. And if you just apply this, take the time to apply this, you're going to rise far above your competition, and you're going to find your online X factor.